Hey there everyone, welcome to episode 1222 of the Mike Vermain Show, the place where we do daily interviews with successful online entrepreneurs. This is your host, Mike Thomas, and today on the show we have Jai Sharma on, and we're going to be talking about a very unique software that's going to allow you to tap into the power of influencers on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, plus blogs as well, being able to get them to promote your stuff and being able to know in advance whether or not that they are going to be profitable for you or not. Let's get into it. Here's Jai. We are here today with Jai Sharma. Jai, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for having me on the show.
Jai, I'm going to start off by reading off the headline on the sales page for the product we're going to be talking about today. It says here, free video showing how to get unlimited targeted traffic from YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and high traffic popular blogs in any niche from top influencers. Now, I'm going to start this off by saying when I first saw this, the first thing that I wanted to see with this was the proof of this actually working, and I'm really excited that we're going to be sharing some of that later on here today. But before we do that, Jai, bring us into this. What's this all about, and why should we be excited?
Yeah, thanks, Mike. So Influencer Hub is all about capitalizing, leveraging influencer marketing. So influencer marketing is taking a boom since 2016. If you see big brands, if you see MasterCard, if you see American Express, there are startup companies like Lyft, you see Canon, Walmart, all these big brands are leveraging influencer marketing. They're getting millions of engagement, millions of traffic from influencer marketing alone. And as per the stats, influencer marketing gives you 12 times more results than Facebook ads, Google ads, and SEO. So when I actually knew about this product because Victory launched the basic version of it in 2017 to his inner circle. He has beta users, he has happy users, we have results. And I'm always up for such products, which can help my audience, which can help people around the world to get more traffic in their business, because it's all about traffic. Traffic is like a blood for any business. It's like a backbone. If you don't have traffic, your business will perish. And I used to get a lot of complaints, a lot of questions from my customers. Okay, should I do Facebook ads? I do manual bidding, auto bidding, SEO. It takes time. So it's the bitter truth that 95% of people in our industry are struggling to get proper traffic, stable traffic in their business. And that's where I realized that, okay, this is the software which we need to launch because influencer marketing is working really great. And people can actually do it for free. I mean, if they want to do it manually, they can find an influencer in their niche for their business. They can manually send them message, propose, and all those things. But it will take a lot of time. So we decided to automate it. And that's why we made the software using which they can get in touch with thousands of influencers at one time.
I'm going to interrupt you because I want to make sure that we understand what exactly do you consider an influencer? Like, what does that mean for you guys?
Can you please repeat?
Yeah, what is an influencer? What does that mean when you guys say you're going to find an influencer? Is that like an Instagram person, a YouTube person? Like, is that how do we define that?
Yeah. So when you say influencer means someone who has a good following, who has good subscriber base on YouTube, or someone who has good follower base on Instagram, on Twitter, someone who can get a mass appeal to your product, to your website, to your business, someone who can recommend or do a sponsor post on your behalf using which you can actually get traffic. To give you an example, let's say someone having 10,000 followers on Instagram, do a sponsor post for your e-com store. If you have a store for dogs niche, and if he says that, okay, these are the good products for dog, for your pets, you will get traffic on your store. You will actually make sales. And similarly in beauty niche, in travel niche, or in online marketing, or let's say if you want book downloads, you get someone who is book publisher. So influencer is someone who can actually get stream of traffic to you, whose follower and subscriber are ready to follow them because there's authority in that. So we are capitalizing on that method of getting traffic from influencer.
Cool. And I'm assuming that, I mean, to do this manually, you'd have to go out there and you have to find the influencer. You have to try to get in contact with them. You have to kind of strike a deal with them. Is that what this software does?
Exactly, exactly. Because if you do it manually, it will take you hours. All these big companies, big brands who are doing this, even Walmart, Canon, all these have team. They have plenty Excel sheets. They contact influencer. They find on based on keyword on search. They check their profile. If they have real followers, real subscriber, are they not faking it? Will they give them good ROI? They manage the proposals, accept, and all these things are tedious. They take time, and not everyone, especially in our industry, people are one man army mostly, right? So for for people like us, who are a single person in their business, or maybe two or three, it is like a boom, because it automate every task of influencer marketing. And even for startup, for the people who have team of 4 to 5 different people, it will speed up their process. It will increase the traffic tenfolds if they are already using it, influencer marketing. So this tool is all about automating influencer marketing to give them more traffic.
I mean, you talk about one-man teams here, but exactly what kind of businesses is this for? Is this for just for like local businesses? Is this for people selling like softwares? What if people don't have their own products? Who can benefit from this?
So this is for every niche, which is available online. People who are into, let's say, e-com, people who are into books, who are into philosophy, who are into fitness, nutrition, niche, lot of categories which are mentioned over there. So there are 20, 25 of them. So everyone who has kind of influencers online, if you can find people in your business online, you will find your influencers. So this is for everyone.
So I'm trying to think of some concrete examples that we can give people here. I guess if I was in my city in Istanbul and I was selling some kind of I don't know, maybe I'm selling some kind of fashion shirts or something. Could I use the software to find someone in my country or my area, try to find an influencer to sell my product? Is that a good example, or do you have a better one?
Yes, it's a really good example. It's one of the best examples. And in demo, I'll use Istanbul as a city, and we'll find products on beauty or fashion. And let's see how many influencers we find for you.
Bring us in. Let's take a look. Let's see. I'll put you on the spot here. Hopefully, it's not too small of a niche of a city to do this in.
No, it's not. I mean, we'll definitely find something. So you want me to share screen?
Go for it.
Okay, let me know when you see my screen.
And I can see it.
Okay, so this is a login panel. You log in with your email ID and password. Inside, you'll see the dashboard. Here you see by default influencer from Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and blog. And left panel, you see dashboard, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, blogs. From you actually find influencer. From bulk messaging, you message all these influencers in one click, an auto message. I'll talk about it. You maintain campaign. You have image editing tools as well, and there's a upsell product Octane, and you see analytics, which I'm go through one by one. So let's say Instagram, and we'll search for fashion in fashion influencers in Istanbul. So there's a right panel. Let's say fashion. We can say, let's say, Turkey over here.
See if Turkey comes up on there. Let's see if we see it. I see it. I saw it. Go down. Under Dominican Republic. There you
go. Yeah. Let's say minimum 1,000, and let's say maximum. Yeah, this. Let's find.
See if there are any fashion people in Turkey.
So, yeah. So these, this is actually showing all the influencers, who have mentioned fashion on their profile on Instagram. And let's say if we say Istanbul, let's see what it says. If people have mentioned fashion Istanbul.
So those people before had mentioned Turkey before, and that's why they came up?
Yeah.
See, this is a pretty...
So you see, there's a line which works. when it actually load the results, it's actually I think
No
a
results
little bit slow
found,
because
Jai. No results found for fashion in
no
Turkey.
no no
Oh, here we got it.
no
Oh,
no no no.
good.
Yeah, yeah, because it was a slow connection, maybe that's why. Yeah, so here is, you see, there are beauty tips, and in fashion, there
Yeah,
there
there's
are a lot
Turkish,
of
and there's some Turkish names coming up there too, by the way. So it's like real Turkish influencers.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, yeah. So if you just want to add them to certain group, let's say I'll make a new group, uh, fashion Istanbul, and I'll add them to this new group which I've made just now.
Uh huh.
I'll add this person to this fashion Istanbul. I'll add, let's say, I'll add one more just for, so all the groups which I've made, it will be shown here in this list. I can add people to any of the group, so that later on, if they want to send message to all of the people in one group, even thousand of them, the one message will go in one click to thousands of influencers with their
And you
proposal.
and you're sending them a message when you send them a message there. Like, does it send it to them on Instagram? Does it
Okay.
email them? How does that
Yeah.
work?
Yeah. So this influencer has not published her email ID, so that's why it's not there.
Mm-hmm.
But you can always message them on Instagram. So you can type a subject, you can make your template of the messages. So you can save your message templates and you can reuse them like you want to use template tree. So it just pop up, you change things over here, you select the campaign and you schedule it for time like you want to send that after 1 hour, 2 hour, 24 hours, or you can send them immediately. I will not send it because obviously it's not good to send
Yeah.
message templating message to influencer. Similarly, okay, so in this panel you can type your keyword or series of keywords. You can select niche, like we were talking about what niche we can target.
I'll let you change the niche if you want, Jai, because that was a pretty specific niche that I gave you. So if you
Okay.
want to do something a little different that's going to bring back bigger results, go for it.
Okay. No, it was fine. Let's say beauty or let's say fitness. Let's say fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Try the United States
And
maybe, or yeah, US is probably going to be better.
no, it's fine. I mean, we can find results in any niche for any country from this software, even the small countries as well. In US, you'll find a lot of results in fitness.
Yeah,
You
sure.
see over here, and if you want to find influencer with email ID, you can find them as well. So you click and you'll see a lot of, or in nutrition or in fitness nutrition, you can talk to these influencers, and they will promote for you. You can send them proposals, and also you can check their details. You can add them to group. You can contact them. You can check their details to know more about this influencer, if they are real deal or they're just faking. You can check the engagement rate, you can check their post, their followers. But this is the major thing. You get an idea that how much people are interacting with the profile. You see their latest post and you see what they have done, their last activity and their channel and everything. You can
So that's
contact
really
them.
important because you don't want to. Let's say you find someone and they're like, "Oh, I'll do a shout out for you for like $20," and then you look at their engagement and they're not getting any likes or comments on their posts, then it's not going to be worth it.
Exactly. Let's see for this influencer. Let's see. We'll actually get an idea. What's the engagement rate for this influencer? 1.71. So anything above 1.5 is good. I've seen influencer having 3, 4, 5 engagement rate. I mean, 500% more. So those are the kind of influencers you want to reach. Similarly, you can find influencers in YouTube. It's showing a templatic influencer over here in Twitter as well. You search from this right panel and you can search for influencers, and in blogs as well. You type any keyword, you select niche, country, and it will find the influencers in your niche. Now coming to bulk messaging. Am I going too fast?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Thank you. So in bulk messaging, you will find all these influencers which you have already added in your panel. Okay. You can contact the people in one group in just one click. Like, this message will be sent to all of the people who are added to Fashion Istanbul group. And you can select campaign schedule like we already talked about. You can change the group. Like, I made this just before this call, fashion test. So there are 2 influencers over here. So you can always do bulk messaging, and there's a feature auto messaging. Okay, so what you can do, you can actually, there's a templating message. You can, like, if you have a message, subject line message, you update. So this auto message will be sent to influencers, who are added in particular group. Let's say this influencer is added. Okay, not from here. Let's say we add a new influencer in particular group. So we obviously don't want to send message to each and every influencer, right? So what we can do is that we can schedule auto message. We can say that fashion Istanbul and auto message when that particular influencer is added to previously made group. So it actually save you time, because you don't have to track that, okay, we have message to one particular influencer or not. Message will be sent to all of the people who are keep adding into one group. And that is why we have auto messaging.
If I'm messaging all these people, Jai, am I going to get in trouble with like my Instagram or my Facebook account getting banned or anything like that?
No, because you're not actually sending them blast. It's a more of a one-to-one conversation. You're sending them proposals, and these are influencers. I mean, they want two things: they want fame, they want to be known for their value, their knowledge, and plus they want to promote, they want to sponsor. So let's say you send message to thousands of influencers at the same time. You send them message, okay, that we have a product. Would you be interested in promoting it for $100 or something? And in very pessimistic use case, although many people will accept it, but let's be very pessimistic. Even if 50 people read your message, and even if you get just 10 people doing promotions for you, imagine the kind of traffic one can get in their niche. If one influencer send them even 500 clicks, and you have 10 such influencers, and out of 1,000 which you message, you still have a very bright chance to do really good.
And I don't see this. I know some people might go, okay, well, if you're messaging them, you're spamming or whatever. But these people are like, you're messaging them. This is what they want. These influencers are looking for people. They have their information out there because they want these deals. They want to make money from their accounts. They're asking for people to solicit them. It's part of the way the business works.
Exactly. Yeah. And when you come to the campaigns panel, you can actually create new campaign. Now this is, let's say, I created a new campaign, and we'll have to mention that, are we promoting product, or it's a review of one product? Are we promoting our event, or we are trying to get website traffic or app installs or others, so that it actually track our the analytics. It actually gives us better results. So let's say beauty niche. I just mentioned anything. Status is draft, because unless it's completed, it will be in draft or processing. We'll say next. Now there's a contract details, so we have to mention that destination URL where we want traffic. So let's say we want traffic on Influencers Hub, and the budget is $100, and let's say promote our product, please.
I want to interrupt you for 1 second. If you wanted to, let's say someone's watching, they're like, oh, $100, I couldn't do that. Well, first thing I would say is that you're reading through these people. You can see, you can know what kind of engagement and what kind of traffic you're going to get, because you've gone through and you've found the people that are actually getting traffic, and you've made sure that they're in the right niche before you reach out to them. And also, I mean, you could, if you had a smaller budget and you only could afford maybe $10-20, you could always reach out to the smaller influencers that are going to be happy to make any money at all, and make deals with them. So like, depending upon what your budget is, you can kind of change things and wheel and deal with them.
Thanks, Mike, for adding that point. Yeah. And just in case if people are dealing with their own influencer in their own country, they can change the currency as well. Like, you can change it to Turkish lira for Turkey, and like USD, and if someone is in euro, so they can change it to euro or pound for UK. So something like that, to give that closeness to the deal. When you click next, now you can add your own Google Analytics code or pixel code. So if you don't want it for newbies, yeah, it's fine. But you might want to add a pixel or Google Analytics code so that you can actually track the kind of traffic which you're getting from from the people. So when you click on save and you have this campaign ready, I'll just go back. So I'll just open this target URL, which is okay. Target URL is going there. Now, if I this is a URL which will be gone. Let me come back to campaigns. So I'll show you what kind of page will be sent to the influencer. Let's say this. Okay, you see one visitor because I clicked on that link.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So that you can tell if someone actually visited it. That's pretty cool.
Exactly. So if you go here, you edit it, and let me find this URL will be sent to your influencer. If their follower click on this link, they will be tracked and redirected automatically to the destination URL.
Sure.
Okay. So this is the link which is going, but it's going to directly to the page right now. And this link will be gone. Let's say in auto messaging, when we select the campaign, when we wanted to, let's say, contact all, we select the campaign Fashion Istanbul. So this link will be gone along with the message over here. Like you see more information here on this link.
Cool.
You can check here, and I'll show you what this look like in this tab. So if you check here, there's a full-fledged it's actually getting timed. Yeah. So
there we go.
If you see that it's a full-fledged proposal for influencer. So it's not that you have to say hi, then influencer will reply back. It's a full-fledged proposal from your end. Headline, your campaign name, what is the goal, website traffic which you want from them, destination URL. So influencer can check the destination URL and what is your price. So influencer can mark it as processing if they're interested, and the deal will be set. And you can mention the task to-do list for influencers over here along with that message. So it's really simple. In just one go, you are actually making it really clear to your influencer what you actually want from them.
Very cool. And you've got that for them. You showed Instagram there, and I'm not going to make you walk through all the other ones as well. But I mean, you've got YouTube doing the similar thing there, and Twitter and blogs.
Exactly. The process is same for all 4 platforms.
Very cool. Okay, so. That's the front end offer there, Jai. Is there anything else on the front end you wanted to make sure that you showed people before we move on to the OTOs? Anything you wanted to?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
So there's analytics over here. You can actually see your last activities over here. You can see your last campaign, the visit on those campaigns, the followers which you have added, the details about them, just in case if you have 2 or 3 people working on a team, you want them to be on sync, or if you have your VA. And you can see the stats of the campaigns over here, the store widgets and everything. So the full analytics about your campaign, about your influencer marketing will be present over here.
2 quick questions. One, if they make a payment, how are you processing those payments? How are they getting paid? 2, how the email messages, how are those getting sent? Do you have to put in your own SMTP, or does the software do it for you?
Yeah. So replying to the first question, we are not actually handling their payments. Okay, so we are just providing them platform using which they can connect with the influencer, then they can mark as an agreement proposal. They have to tackle themselves, like influencer will give them their PayPal ID or something, and they'll have to pay on them and mark this as a deal. So that thing is people have to do it themselves. We're not handling payments. As of just connecting. And second, regarding coming to the emails, so what if people are connecting with them on personal level, they can use this like their Gmail for one-to-one connection. If they are 15-20 people, if they are messaging to more people, we would recommend them adding their own SMTP. They can get SunGrid, they can get Mailgun, integrate that into a system which is in pro version, and they can send message or email to all of these people in one click.
Okay, and that's for anyone that's ever done that. I mean, if you connect it with your Gmail, that's free, and if you're doing more and you need to connect it to an SMTP, really, really cheap to send it to those
Yeah.
for those type of emails. You're not sending hundreds of thousands of messages. You're sending maybe tens to hundreds of messages. So it's really, really like
Yeah.
dirt cheap. Cool. Okay, so that's the front end offer there. There's lots more that you guys are going to see on the sales page once you get there, and you've got more demos and stuff on that page when you guys check that out there. On the front
And
end,
they will see a lot of proof. They will see a lot of proof on the front end as well, where people have actually shared. The people who were generous enough, they have shared their AdSense account, their AdWords account. They have shown us the traffic. There are other users who have shown us, how much they have made. There's one user who's making recurring $11,000 every month using influencer marketing, and there's one user who's getting 100 to 200. It's a slow start for that influencer within a week, and he's getting that kind of traffic daily, which is a stable traffic using influencer marketing. And we have those stats. Plus, we have a lot of testimonials and reviews, are testimonials from our user who have used the system from past 2 years when it was launched in a basic version.
in this new version, like you talked about a previous version of this. Is this one different than that previous one? Is this a whole new software? How does that work? If someone says, "Oh, I bought that other software," is this completely new? Like, what's the deal?
Yeah, so the previous software was majorly about Instagram, but this software include YouTube, Twitter, blogs as well. Plus, it has a lot of automation which was missing in the first software. So we actually took suggestions from our user. It was more of our user who drive us, towards multiple updates in which they wanted in their business. So this software is actually made on real life scenario, real life problems, solving things, which people suggested us.
Cool. Okay. Any limitations that we should know about on the front end here, Jai, as far as like how many campaigns they can do? Like what's included on the front end? What should people know about that and then we'll move on to the OTOs.
Yeah, so in front end, there's no limitation on the campaign. They can make unlimited campaigns. The point is that they cannot mail unlimited people in front end. Like this SMTP thing, it is in upsell. Plus, they cannot add multiple people in one click, influencers in one group. So it's more of a personal getting in touch with the influencer, adding people in one group, and then going ahead with that. So
commercial rights are on the front end.
Yeah. So there's a commercial rights on front end. Thanks for reminding me. So the people who actually want to make money from this software, apart from getting traffic, they can handle the campaigns of their client. They can give them traffic. They can charge them monthly, yearly, or one-time high ticket, or one-time high price, and they can handle the campaigns and make money them.
Okay. Oh, you froze on me. Are you back? There we go. Okay, so that's the front end offer.
Yeah.
Walk us through the OTOs.
Yeah. So option one is the pro version, just to keep the price reasonable. Features into front end, and OT1 we have this feature of creating groups. Groups is not a part of front end. And upsell one, they can create group. They can add hundreds of thousands of influencers in just one click in these groups, and they can do bulk messaging or auto messaging, which is the part of upsell one. Plus, they have access to our app, using which they can actually get access to over 5 million stock images and stock videos as well. So that's our upsell and offer to make sure that they actually make profit, or they actually get traffic 10 times faster. So it's all on automation. It's complete automation.
So that email is, just to be clear with everyone, the ability to bulk message people, whether it's through email or through Instagram, that's in the pro upgrade, in order to actually message people like that. If you have the front end offer, you can find the people and you can individually message them. But if you want to be able to do it on a bulk scale, then you need that pro version.
Exactly. Okay. Like up to 50 or 100 you can handle in front end. If you want more traffic, you want to scale it fast, you want 1,000 people in one group or make hundreds of such group, upsell is for you. Pro version is.
Got it. Okay, so that's the pro version. OTO number 2.
Yeah, OTO number 2 is Octane. So this is beautiful, really simple app on YouTube live stream, and there's a surprise for everyone over here. Once you see the sales page through Mike's link, you'll find one of the big JVs in WordPress industry has used Octane and has produced over $50,000 in promotions. I won't reveal the name right now. It's a surprise because people have to go to the page for that. So it's a YouTube streaming app using which this app find the content which is under Creative Commons, and this app monetize those videos for you. So it's another money making app using simple technique which gives massive exposure using YouTube live stream, because you also know that YouTube give preference to YouTube live videos over normal videos. So that's OTO2.
OTO3?
OTO3 is reseller of Influencer Hub. So people who are really serious about making six-figure business, people who are impressed by this app and want to make sure that they also make six-figure business a year, they can resell accounts of Influencer app. They can get the bulk deal from us, like 500 accounts, and they can sell it in their geographical location, their region, or online, and they can make any amount of money they want. They can charge monthly or whatever.
And I think you've got one more OTO. Oh, I think we had a...
which is a reseller of Octane. In a similar way.
Go ahead. Sorry, my internet had a little bit of a delay there. Go ahead. So the last OTO?
Yeah. So the last OTO is reseller of Octane, which is really similar to reseller of Influencer Hub, using which again people can actually make profits. So the beautiful thing about these reseller packages are that we are giving you our sales material. That means you have access to our high converting sales videos, our sales pages, our sales proof, and there are video testimonials as well, video proof as well. So it will be really easy for you guys to sell these both software as a reseller, because everyone needs traffic in their business. So and as I said, 95% of the business fail when they come online because of the traffic. So there's a huge market for this, and that's why we thought of announcing reseller packages so that our users also make money from these apps.
Jai, again, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Is there anything else, anything we missed, anything you wanted to mention before we wrap it up?
Not. I think I didn't miss anything. It's just that there's one last tip for our subscriber, our users, the people in this industry, is that please look out for more ways to get traffic. Facebook ads, you have to master it. I'm not saying that these are bad. These are good tactics. Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, other traffic sources, but always leverage and use the traffic sources which are new, which are doing great from last few years, and influencer marketing is one of them. You can do it manually, but we are providing you tool to automate these things and get you traffic faster, because time is money and traffic is everything in business.
Again, thank you so much for coming on the show, and best of luck with your launch.
Thank you, Mike.
I hope you enjoyed the interview today with Jai. If you are interested in picking up Influencers Hub at its lowest price, you're going to want to come back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, October 5th. You're going to be able to pick it up at its lowest early bird discounted price, along with my special bonuses. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.